Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. My name is Yao Xiaorou. Today, I'm going to talk about the emotional regulation effect of popular music and its application in psychotherapy. The whole presentation is divided into 6 parts: research background and questions, literature review, method selection and basis, preliminary research design, impact and future, and conclusion. As an important part of popular culture, pop music is widely used in the field of emotion regulation and psychotherapy due to its melody, lyrics, and emotional resonance. In recent years, as mental health issues have received increasing attention, the role of pop music in soothing emotions, relieving stress, and promoting psychological rehabilitation has gradually emerged. This paper aims to explore the practical application and potential value of pop music in emotion management and psychological intervention. In modern society, the incidence of mood disorders continues to rise. About half of the world's population will experience at least one mental health disorder in their lifetime, with depression and anxiety being the most common. The factors that lead to these emotions are mostly related to social environmental factors, such as economic pressure, digital life, and traumatic events. However, traditional psychotherapy is not accessible to everyone. High costs, long treatment courses, and different individual responses to therapy limit its universality and effectiveness. Against this background, pop music has begun to attract attention as a tool for mood regulation. So, how does pop music regulate emotion at the psychological and neurological levels? Can it be effectively integrated into psychotherapy programs? Research showed that pop music got serious potential for mood regulation and therapy. I picked out 4 key studies that dive into how music's used in mental health. They cover the shift from music therapy to music education, the pros and cons of using pop music in treatment, how music therapy helps college students' mental health, and practical methods for applying it. On one hand, it highlights music's unique value as a non-drug intervention, especially in universities where it's easy to roll out and accessible. On the other hand, it pushing the shift from just treating illnesses to focuses on overall personal growth. Plus, it is giving slowed theory and practical ways to blend disciplines like music, psychology, and education, which is super relevant for tackling today's mental health crisis. Regarding the research method, I choose questionnaire surveys and case studies. Question surveys. Questionnaires can quickly get data from a large sample, bring out the differences in emotional responses of different groups to pop music, and preliminarily verify the potential of pop music in psychological regulation. So, providing a basis for the subsequent design of psychotherapy. Case studies can provide rich qualitative data by checking a patient's or individual's music use experience, emotional response, and treatment effectiveness. This study take up a cross-sectional questionnaire survey design with 30 respondents of different ages and occupation over 18 years old as the preliminary research subject, and compares and analyzes the differences between traditional psychotherapy and popular music therapy through a structured questionnaire. The study uses a type of traditional treatment and music treatment as the independent variable, and the abduction and effect scores as the dependent variables. The data are collected anonymously through an online platform, focusing on core issues such as treatment experience and effect, preference, and acceptance, and comparison of advantage and disadvantage. The data show that the treatment preferences of the participants show marked difference. Music therapy was supported by 50%. Traditional psychotherapy accounts for 30%, and a combination of the two accounts for 20%. This result shows that music therapy has become the first choice for many people to regulate their emotions due to its unique advantages. Although traditional psychotherapy has its value, its adoption is relatively low. Only 57% of participants have tried it, and the average effectiveness rating is 3.6 points. As traditional therapy are recognized for their perfectionism and systematic nature, as many as 60% of respondents are deterred by their high cost, and 40 believe they take too long. 87% of the participants have tried to use music to regulate emotions. In the effect rating, 30% gave 4 points and 20% even gave 5 points. So, why is music therapy so popular? The advantage of music therapy include convenience, low cost, and no side effects. Interestingly, when asked about detailed background, light music and pop music become the first choice for regulating emotions, while relaxation and daily stress relief were the moments when music played the most role. In the case study, the patient was a 30-year-old middle-aged man with a moderate depression, which was developing into terrible depression. He had basically lost the ability to communicate with the outside world when his family was with him. Due to long-term bed rest and crying, his whole state was very bad. He could only give the most basic responses to other people's inquiries and touches. According to the attending physician at the time, the patient had come several times, but the effect is not obvious. After trying some upbeat tunes on the patient post music muscle relaxation, there was not much of reaction, but when Jay Chow listened to Mom played, the patient's face changed. Then listen to Monpar's story, his heart making his breakdown in tears. The doctor stayed by his side, and for the first time, pain and regret showed in his eyes. Turns out, he could not make it home in time when his mom passed from a sudden heart attack, and they grew been eating day up. He tried breathing it in work, but it just made the depression worse. Starting the second month, he have been getting monthly music therapy sessions, along with meds and regular mental support. Each section got 15 minutes of music relaxation. The music relaxation include deep breaths and muscle easing. 30 minutes of listening to tunes and that hit the feels. 30 minutes of talking and emotional guidance and 15 minutes wrapping up and reviewing coping techniques. Now, the patient on quarterly maintenance music therapy and keep up with group support section. He doing better with people day to day and are slowly building stronger, supportively ties with family. Pop music shows a significant emotional regulation effect in psychotherapy. In psychological predicaments such as anxiety and loneliness. Music is often used as a stable and supportive emotional resource. In the future, music therapy will develop in the direction of integrative therapy, integrating psychological, artistic, and technical means, such as convenient, cognitive, behavioral, behavioral therapy with lyrics analysis or integrating trauma therapy with musical expression. Meanwhile, the promotion of AI generative healing music, VR immersive experience space, and app platforms will also make music therapy more smart, convenient, and personalized. Traditional talk therapy and music therapy are not in conflict. In fact, they can work very well together. Talk therapy is grounded in success and structure, helping people understand their thoughts and behaviors. Music therapy, on the other hand, taps into emotions and creativity, often reaching place what can count. When you combine them, they can actually strengthen each other and make treatment more effective. Looking ahead, mental health care is moving toward a more personalized and integrated approach. That means no more one-size-fits-all solutions Instead, treatment will be tailored to each person's unique background, including their emotional needs, cultural context, and personal preferences. Music therapy, with its emotional depth and ability to regulate the nervous system, will likely play a bigger role alongside traditional metal. Tech, technology, technology is also opening new doors. Tools like weather therapy, AI-based mood checking, and even VR experience are helping make mental health care more accessible and engaging. This in, innovation, this is innovations can break down barriers like distance of distance or limit resources, making support available to more people. The bigger picture is a shift from just treating mental illness to promoting overall well-being. It's about helping people know not just theory, but the theory, whether they are dealing with anxiety and depression, or simply looking to building resources and lead a more balanced life. This is my references. Thank you for your listening.